Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today is episode 2 on the HermitCraft server. It's good to see you all here, still enjoying my survival let's play episodes. Now currently I'm in Azuma's Ravine, and you can see that this place has been entirely half-slabbed. He hasn't used any torches or glowstone or lamps, he's just half-slabbed everything so no mobs can spawn in here, yet he keeps that dark look, so it looks very dark, dingy, a bit like the Batcave, especially with this red. This place just looks absolutely amazing. It's probably one of my favourite projects on the HermitCraft server so far, and for someone that, you know, they're not putting that much time into survival mode, he's going to be taking things at his own pace. He seems to have done the most on the HermitCraft server, which, you know, we'll just let him do his thing. But unfortunately, this is not the kind of thing we're going to be doing in today's episode. We are going to be working on a couple of other projects. So we're going to be fixing up the iron farm, and I've got a couple of methods in which I want to do this, and I'll run you through those in a little bit. But also we want to set up an XP grinder, because there still isn't one on the server. No one has made one yet, so I thought we'd go into the nether and create ourselves a blaze XP grinder, because they seem to be the coolest. But that does mean we're going to need a lot of iron for the pistons, so obviously we'll make the iron farm first, and then we'll travel on to that one. I just thought I'd give you guys a quick idea of the scale of this project. I mean, he's done this in the first couple of days. Oh, God. Nice one. But yeah, this place is absolutely huge. It's like a quad ravine, and just everything has been half-slabbed. I really do admire this project, the amount of time that went into it. It's really great. But anyway, we're now going to go up to the surface, and I'm going to run you through my options on fixing up this iron farm. So I'm over at the iron farm now. This is where we're at. We still haven't made like any progress on this. There's no villagers in there or anything like that, and that's because we've hit a little bit of a flaw. You know that all those zombies were spawning in the last episode. They're all flocking over to the iron farm, and you know, standing over there. There are about 10 of them at a time, and that is due to the new social zombies mechanics. I've done a little bit more reading up on it, and it turns out that, you know, they can call over friends and they can call over backup, and those friends can spawn absolutely anywhere. It can be light, they can spawn on half slabs, they can spawn on water, whatever happens they will spawn. And I guess what happened is that a zombie will have just spawned in here within the actual parameters of our iron farm in the water. You know, that shouldn't be able to happen, and he just swam down and killed all of our villagers. So that is what happened. And as far as I know, there really is no way of preventing this happening. I mean, we could light up the entire area around here so then no zombies could spawn. But then I believe even the ones that are down beneath the ground might be able to call back up to the surface. So that still might work. The other option that people have come up with is to put the iron farm in the sky, and that is probably our best option for the start of this episode. So I'm going to talk to a couple of the hermits and see what they think. But it could be that we're going to be destroying this entire structure and putting it way up in the clouds. Now, the first thing that we're going to need to do is gather up enough resources to build this, because obviously this is going to take a little bit more than the original one, as we need the floor level as well. Now, that took up around about 9 stacks of cobblestone, so I'm going to need to do the same thing again. I'm just going to go out mining with my efficiency 4, it shouldn't take too long. Now, I am going to try and make this look cool because we're building it in the sky, so I want a little like sky base going on, so I'm going to need a little bit more. Probably going to have to smelt up a little bit of smooth stone so that I have, you know, enough to make it look nice. I want to use stone bricks, a little bit of glass because that's an unspawnable block, so that's really helpful. Some of the stone half slabs as well, because then obviously nothing can spawn on those. And hopefully I can head into the nether and pick up some glowstone as well. So I'm going to crack on with my mining, and then I'll catch you in a bit. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is pillar right the way up so that we're way up in the sky. We're going to have to move the nether portal so we can easily access the iron farm and the collection area. And that means that we are good to go. Now, you may have just spotted Red Eyes there. He is on the server with me. I don't know if he's going to be helping out with the iron farm project, but he's the kind of guy that I sort of want with me because he knows what he's talking about. So I might have a chat to him and see what he can do, see if he can help out. But anyway, I'm on my way to the spawn area, and let's get pillaring. So I managed to fix up our nether portal, so it is now linked to the nether. We can travel through, and immediately we are up at the sky platform, but I do need some way to get down. And we've got this big old water pool down here, so I think, you know, there's only one answer to that question, and that is to take a leap of faith. Oh yeah, I think we made it. There it is. That was pretty awesome. I'm going to be doing that a lot more often from now on. Now I just thought I'd give you a little progress update on the skybase area. You can see I've improved the platform a little bit. We have cobblestone going around the edge and we have a nice little diamond design for the actual platform. Now our iron farm is going to be off in this direction, so we'll have a pathway heading up to it. Now I do just want to make it clear, this is still a temporary thing despite the fact I'm making it look good, and that is because, you know, we're going to be sticking this for at least a couple of weeks, if not a few months, because the iron trench does require a hell of a lot of resources and a hell of a lot of time, so we want to kind of put that out for a little while, so we might as well have a nice looking temporary one while we wait. Now I do just also want to say that we're going to be using a hopper and chest system to buffer the iron, because if no one comes down here for like a couple of days, we'll have absolutely loads of iron in those chests. So we need a good backup system, so we'll probably have a couple of chests dotted about the place so that we can store all of that up. Now I've got a little bit of bad news for you all. I have been having some serious recording issues. My Fraps just keeps corrupting the files that I record. I just recorded about 2 hours worth of time-lapse footage, so I played for 2 hours straight, did all of the stuff, you know, was going to compile it all together into a nice little montage, and it just didn't work. All the files were corrupted, none of them are working, and it would have been nice to have that little time-lapse, that little montage of us building the rest of the structure, then me, King Happy, Red Eyes going off, finding the villagers, grabbing them, bring them over, putting them through the nether, then putting them into this little temporary breeding cell here that is now super spawning these guys. Yeah, it would have been nice for me to be able to show you that, and it was quite a lot of time and effort, and I don't have anything to show for it, which is a real shame. I'm quite annoyed, as I'm sure you can tell. But anyway, yes, the iron farm is almost done. We now just have to get the villagers into these cells and replace the doors, because we got rid of those so that the super breeder would work. And then it will be all done so we can crack on with the other projects for this episode. Now my recording problems seem to be getting gradually worse and worse, and I seriously do not know how to fix this, but I managed to get a couple of villagers into the first breeding cell, and you can see, not breeding cell, the first villager cell, and you can see they are doing a little bit of breeding there, which is helpful because we need 4 per cell, so we've got 2 in that one, and then we'll be able to push the other villagers into each of their cells. We have a handful up there. Now I actually managed to capture the footage of me doing this, but obviously because my Fraps is being stupid, I don't have that anymore. But let's have a look where this breeding cell is. So we'll just place the security around it, because these guys do seem to fly about everywhere. Hopefully this one doesn't go all haywire and all over the place, but we just need to pick a random villager and we'll push him into his place. Let's go fella. Look, he's shaking his head, but really he wants to go, I'm sure. Come on. Oh, see, look, he's not going to play ball now, is he? He's not going to be playing ball. I managed to record us getting both of those villagers into that cell. It worked like a charm. And this time, I don't know, he seems to be going in. Let's go. Let's guide him in. Hole in one. There it is. Nice and easy. Hopefully I've got everything in there. Didn't leave the bottom hanging out or something like that. So we have it. We've got one villager in there. Let's see if we can grab another. Which one looks fairly inactive? He's up against the wall, so I won't be able to move him. This guy here. This one in the purple. I like his style. We're going to push him along. Don't know if this is going to work, because once again, he's up against the wall. So, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a tough one. This is going to be a little bit tough. Let's get him in. Come on. Just slot him in. There we go. This is really tough. Even, I think King's going to be helping me out in a couple of seconds, but this guy, he seems to be, yes, there we go. So there we go, we got 2 villagers in there. Hopefully another one doesn't hop in. I'm going to try and prevent that from happening. There we have it. We've got 2 villagers in that breeding cell. We've got 2 villagers in that one. So yeah, this is working nicely. This is proving to be much more difficult than I expected. Just pushing these guys. They seem to play ball as soon as I start doing my thing. But there we go. There was the villager lag. We don't know why this happens. They just zoom back to the center. Probably because all the doors are above it. They think it's a village. And it's night time and they want to be in the house, I guess. That's probably why they're all under here. This is really quite frustrating for when you're trying to get them into these little cells. But anyway, I'm going to hop onto TeamSpeak with King Happy. And we'll have a little chat on there. I had a horrible feeling that I'd mismeasured this. Ooh.
Yes.
I haven't counted it.
Likely well grounded.
Is there more than 21 doors? Yeah, there should be. Maybe 24.
I think, no, I've done it right, don't worry. Because I mismeasured it this morning and then I took part of it out, much to Red Eyes' amusement. And then I thought I'd done it again. Oh,
Oh, we got an iron golem.
do we? Where?
Iron golem.
Where?
Hug him. We can
Let
hug
me
him.
see him. Let me feel him.
Oh,
You're
Very
a
interesting to
beauty. Oh, I'm inside. Hello.
Nope.
Ow. Whoa.
Wow.
I was gonna poke you. I was like, should I try this? He might be aggressive on you now.
You exploded so.
Iron golems are the most powerful
I'm so
thing in
glad
Minecraft.
that's yeah. Wow, that was amazing. I didn't realise they hit you.
Yeah, if you poke him, they hit you. I was trying to get it to be aggro, but the lag just kind of... 1 second I poked him, next second he turned around and killed me already.
That was the funniest thing ever. I'm gonna have to watch that back. You might want to get over here because your doors are despawning. Oh, wow, that was so funny.
I'll just let me grab a sword.
Oh. Oh.
They do 10 hearts a hit.
What? Oh God.
Yeah. You'll get 1 hit if you get touched with no armor on.
I dropped him down. I pushed him off. Goodbye.
Oh.
Oh my God, that was so funny. I said, like, my fraps has been corrupting all day. Now, it's been a couple of days since my last cut, and in that time, not a lot has really happened in the form of, you know, spawn area progress. I don't really know why. No real structures have really gone up recently, other than one over there, which is really awesome that I don't want to show because I don't know whose it is, and I don't know if they've actually showcased it, but that is a really awesome structure. So I think what we need to do is talk to the other hermits about what's going on with this spawn area, what we're going to be doing with it, because if I'm honest, it's all a little bit random. There's houses kind of popping up all over the place, but none of them are really centered around anything, and it's creating a bit of an odd effect. So I think we have to sort of chat to the guys and say that, you know, we need to come up with a plan for what's going on. But in that time, of course, the iron farm has been running, so I picked up a couple of stacks. You know, I got my stuff together because we are going to be gathering some resources to make a hostile mob farm. But I'm not going to be doing that in the spawn area or the spawn chunks because there'd be no point in doing that. I'm actually going to make it in my future base area. So I'm going to take you over there. We're going to take a look at what I've been doing, and then I'll see you in a bit. And here we are. This is where I'm going to be having my future base. You can see that I've done a little bit of work. I've put the perimeter around it. It's a 10 by 10 chunk area. I really don't know why I did this. I just thought it would be good to have a structure around the outside that said this is where I'm going to be building, and then in the future I can expand it. Obviously this doesn't rely on it being spawn chunks or anything like that. I just wanted it to be a visual reminder that this is what I'm going to be doing. Now, just like in episode 1 of my third LP, I think, I am going to be clearing out this entire area of trees. You can see I've done a little bit over here, and it does take quite a long time. I think it's safe to say. It's not a quick and easy process in the slightest. I really want to try and gather up as much wood as possible, so that means harvesting a lot of these trees by hand. Now, the reason I want to gather up loads of wood is because I want to build the hostile mob farm out of like jungly materials, so that will be the jungle woods, and then I'll probably put some cocoa beans and vines and leaves on the outside, and I think that will look really good. But of course that means that I have to put the hours in and get the wood in the first place. Now, I do have like a temporary little area down here. I'm just sleeping in this little cave, and I have my resources in these chests. I really don't have that much of it. You can see I do have a little bit of jungle wood now, but I'm gonna pile all of this iron into iron blocks so that we can easily store that, because that will be nice and easy to keep in the base, and that means we'll have a good supply of future tools, which is very useful. And that guy's going for me. Oh God. So I guess now I just have to get to work. I am going to try and clear out this jungle. It's going to take an incredibly long time. You can see all of these trees here is very daunting. For episode 1 of my LP, about half of the area was water. I have no such luxury here, and also most of these trees are really big. I'm only using a diamond pickaxe, so this is going to take an extremely long time. However, once it's done, we will have a completely blank canvas. It'll be very hilly, it'll be very nice looking because we've got the jungle textures and all those good stuff. So it'll be a very nice area to work in, and then hopefully in the next episode we'll be able to get straight to work on our hostile mob farm, which will go right in the center, and then we'll connect it up to one of the hills. I'll probably run you through that in a couple of minutes after I get a little bit bored of taking it all down and I want to do some talking. So guys, I thought I'd use this opportunity of the time-lapse to have a little chat to you about what I'm going to be doing on this channel and any plans that I've got. So as some of you may have noticed, I just surpassed 70,000 subscribers. I think I'm now on 73,000 at time of recording. By the time this is released, I might be on 75,000, and I guess that is a testimony to the fact that I am growing extremely quickly as a channel, and I'm struggling a little bit to keep up. I was going to do a special for 75,000, but it's come around so quickly that I haven't had the time to prepare myself, so I don't have anything to do for that. So I thought what I'll do is I'll wait it out for 100,000 subscribers, the big milestone that I might hit in the next 2 or 3 months if I'm lucky. Now what this means is I need ideas, because I've come up with a couple of cool ones, but I just want to get your verification on them. So would you like me to do some form of like minigame or custom map type deal? A big old project that you guys can then download and use, a bit like the piano that I did for 20,000 subscribers, which was only about 3 months ago. That was one of my favourite projects. It wasn't exactly large, but it was just a cool idea. So if you'd like to see something a bit like that, then please say. Would you like me to do a question and answer session in which I answer all of your questions about things? Would you like me to do a ridiculously long live stream? Because that seems to be what some people do. That'll be on the HermitCraft server, so you can watch me play on HermitCraft for, say, 10 hours. I'm not really one to do that kind of thing. I'd say I'd get pretty boring pretty quickly, because I'm not very good at speaking for long periods of time. But if you would want to see something like that, then just say. If you've got any other ideas on what I should do, then please just mention them in the description. I would love to hear them. Now the next thing that I want to talk about is t-shirts. If you follow me on Twitter, then you'll know that I designed a handful of t-shirts, and a lot of you really like the idea of them, but I just want to know, on a rough estimate, would anyone actually buy them? Because I can't imagine buying a Minecraft t-shirt myself. They don't look like anything Minecraft related, they just have Mumbo Jumbo on them, and the reason that I did that is because I personally wouldn't be seen outside wearing a Minecraft t-shirt. That's just the way that I am. So I just decided to keep it subtle and nice and easy. And the last thing is that my second channel, Things in Nutshells, if you haven't heard of it, then you should definitely go check it out, because the videos on there are probably better than the ones on here. Basically, a lot of you have been asking why I haven't been uploading on there, and it's a good point. I haven't uploaded on there for about 2 months, and that is because I had all my exams, but now my exams are finished, I have enough time to make Nutshells videos, so you'll be happy to hear that I am going to be getting to work on a new one. I'll be working on it for about a month, because like I said, they take ages to do, but once it's done, it should be one of the best ones so far. I'm extremely proud of the idea. I think it'll be really cool. It'll be like informative and things like that, so it should be really cool, so look forward to that one. So as you can see here, we have done our best at clearing out the jungle. We've got around about 3/4 of the way through. Those hills in the background, that is where the perimeter is. Now I'm going to be leaving all the trees on the hills just because A, they're not going to be obstructing me that much, and B, they look really cool, so I want to keep those. I do want to give it the kind of jungly feel, and eventually I will plant the trees again, but I just wanted to get a blank canvas so I knew exactly what I was doing. But I think we've done a pretty good job at clearing all of this out. It did take a lot longer than I was expecting. This has taken around about 3.5 to 4 hours of clearing out, and I've only gone halfway through. I was using fire to clear out all the bushes at the bottom. You can see that does sort of help out with clearing the trees, but these guys actually take a little bit longer to clear because of the way they're formed. With ones like that, you just climb up the vines, go to the top, especially ones there. That's perfect. I'm getting excited for taking out that tree. Basically, you climb to the top and then you go down. With these ones, you can't do that. You kind of have to go up, then down, and they take a little bit longer. But the fire was definitely a very, very helpful thing. That has taken out a lot of the ground floor level stuff, which is really annoying in jungles. The only issue that has caused is that I don't have any torches, and it's been spawning mobs like there's no tomorrow. But hopefully we can get all of this cleared out by the time I record next episode, and then in the next episode we are going to be building the hostile mob farm among other things, I'm sure. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. This has definitely been one of my favourite ones to record. I did a couple of things with King Happy, which was really great fun, and hopefully I've remembered to include those. But if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.